Hi guys, welcome back to the Piston Show. I have here today with me the new Mazda CX-8 2.5 Turbo. Now this is the top of the line model of the entire CX-8 range. So hang in there and I want to tell you everything there is to know about the new CX-8 2.5 Turbo. But as usual, first a word from our sponsor. Hey guys, I'd just like to take you a couple of seconds to tell you about BH Petrol's Infinity RON 97 Euro 4M, because it's not like any other petrol out there, because it features advanced German additives that go into your engine, clean out deposits that have already formed from before, and if you continue using the Infinity RON 97 Euro 4M, you're basically ensuring that your engine continuously runs clean. So not only that, it also comes with an advanced friction modifier that goes in, reduces the friction of your engine, ensuring that you get maximum power and maximum fuel efficiency. Besides that, it also comes with 90% reduced sulfur. 90% guys! So what this does is, it makes sure that your engine runs clean and it's also great for the environment. So the next time you pour BH Petrol's Infinity RON 97 Euro 4M, know that you're making the right choice. Now let's talk a little bit about the design. The thing about Mazda cars is they all tend to look the same, especially from the back as well as the front. So how do you tell the CX-8 apart from the rest? Well, from the sheer size alone, because it's actually quite a big car. And the other thing is, the 2.5 turbo variant comes with 19-inch wheels. Powering the CX-8 2.5 turbo is this 4-cylinder 2.5-litre engine. Now, this is of course a turbocharged engine, as I mentioned earlier, and power is rated at 228 horsepower and 420 Newton meters of torque. Power is delivered to all four wheels via a 6-speed gearbox. Being a full-time all-wheel drive machine, unfortunately it is quite thirsty, so it needs quite a lot of fuel, and the fuel tank measures in at 74 litres. So yeah, can get quite expensive running this car on a week-to-week basis. What I really like about the interiors of Mazdas is that they're actually a very nice place to be in, even though almost all of them share identical interiors. Yes, you can go into a CX-5, a CX-9, the interior unfortunately will look the same, but that's not a bad thing because everything is soft touch, the stitching looks and feels premium, there's leather seats, brilliant. Actually, the seats are actually fantastic. They're quite supportive, they're firm, and the thing is, the quality of all the switches in here feels like it lasts at least 10 years. You get an 8-inch entertainment system. The thing about this entertainment system is that it's only touch enabled when you are stationary. So when the car is moving, Mazda requires you to use this rotary. By the way, this rotary looks and feels really nice as well. So it feels very premium, very high quality. So in that sense, it's a nice thing. But I really don't appreciate that you can only use the touchscreen when the car is stationary. I find that to be quite distracting, even though Mazda says that it's in the interest of safety, but I find the rotary to be more distracting than the touchscreen. However, the touchscreen also comes with wireless Apple CarPlay, so that is, of course, always welcome. You get this borderless auto-dimming rear view mirror. You also get a 7-inch digital meter panel over here. You get heads-up display. You get a lot of toys. You get adaptive cruise control. What else do you want in the car? Especially one that costs just 212,000 ringgit. Let's check out the back seats. Now the second row of seats. Well, keep in mind, this is the 2.5 turbo. This is the top of the line model in the entire CX-8 range. So it comes with these two individual seats over here. And that's not a bad thing because it's actually quite spacious, even though you sacrifice one extra sitting space over here. But you have a third row of seats, which I'll get to later. And you get this privacy screen, that's great. You get individual cup holders, you get your own storage space together with 2 USB ports at the back, and you get heated seats together with air conditioning settings. You can either turn this on or off, you can adjust the blower settings, or you can adjust the temperature settings. Unfortunately, there are no air conditioning vents at the side or at the top, so the only air conditioning vents that you're going to get for the second row passengers is this. Surprisingly, I can get quite comfortable in the third row seats over here. It's not bad, and of course it's not really comfortable for a person of my size. It's better suited to either kids or people that are, you know, vertically challenged, so to speak. You get your individual USB ports over here, so anybody that's sitting in the third row seats will never run out of juice. However, they do not get any air conditioning vents at the back here, so it can get rather warm. At the back, well, you get this power tailgate, and as you can see, with the third row seats up in place, you don't get a lot of storage space. This is not much, but if you put them away, you get quite a lot of storage space. I think you do get a tonneau cover. You should get a tonneau cover, because otherwise everything that you store over here will be plain to see for everybody. The other thing that I really like about Mazda cars is the back has little cubby holes for you to keep smaller items. So this is great when you're, you know, traveling with kids and such. So unless, of course, you're using the third row seats, then you're not going to get a lot of space. But in that sense, it's actually not bad. Driving the CX-8 2.5 turbo, well, it's actually quite surprising. Because a couple of things actually. I'm surprised at how quiet the cabin is. Of course, you get a little bit of tire roar that is intruding back into the cabin, but it's not much. It's still bearable, and that is to be expected actually from the 19-inch Toyo tires. The other thing that I really admire is how good of a job that Mazda has done with the suspension, because it just rolls and dips with the road ahead, and it soaks up everything and does a brilliant job at isolating the passengers from the harshness of the external environment. And power is instantaneous. This might be a turbocharged engine, there's only a single turbocharger in here, but power is immediate. So I really appreciate that as well. In 228 horsepower, 420 Newton meters of torque, it's actually plenty, and it's good enough to get this massive SUV up to highway speeds rather quickly. I'm a fan of the interior. I'm a fan of what Mazda has achieved, you know, by keeping things simple, by keeping things just giving you the bare necessities, giving you ample of power. And in corners such as this, those of you who appreciate engineering, who are drivers, who are proper drivers, will appreciate how agile the CX-8 actually is, because, you know, there are clever technologies that are working in unison underneath us, and technologies such as GVC, G vector control. Now, how this technology actually works is it amplifies certain very small steering input, and it tells the car that how do I say this? Just keep on rolling here. It tells the car that, you know, to turn left, to turn right, actually rather. And there are technologies underneath us that are working in unison. Technologies such as G vector control that gives this car a very agile-like feel, agile-like character, and it's amazing how responsive such a big SUV actually can be. I'm a fan of the CX-8 2.5 Turbo because of so many things. How comfortable it is, how powerful it is, how quiet it is, and actually it's a very fun SUV to drive as well. So that's that, guys, everything there is to know about the new Mazda CX-8 2.5 Turbo. Let me know what you think about this 7-seater and whether it's worth the 212,000 ringgit that Mazda wants for it. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I'm Keshi Dylan.